Hey everybody. Ever wonder what it's like to have 10 thieves surrounding you in your driveway when you get home from work? They're in a circle around you and they're discussing. They're plastic looking thieves, grinning, well dressed, and they're discussing how much money they're going to steal from you, how they're going to do it. They're arguing with each other over how they're going to steal your money. And then the media rolls in. And the media, not the police, the media roll in and they're shooting this whole scene. And you're standing there in your briefcase or no briefcase or whatever, and they're having a polite debate over how they're going to steal your money, how much of it they're going to steal, and then who they're going to give it to. The people they give it to, they're going to keep some of that money, and then the rest of it they're going to give to their cronies, the people who pay for them or vote for them to be thieves in your driveway. So yeah, they're standing there discussing how much of your money they're going to take. So welcome to the Democratic debates of 2019. Because that's what they're doing up on that stage, with the media loving every minute of it, making money off of it themselves. And they're discussing these thieves. The pleasant sounding word is Democrats. 3 syllables. There's a 1-syllable word, thief. They're all thieves. And they have been for a long time. But you know, this has been going on for hundreds of years, centuries, thousands of years. Politicians get together and they discuss how they're going to take our money. And then they have their cronies. In modern America, it's the leftists, the Democrats, and they have tens of millions of them who vote them into power. And then these power mongers, these thieves, get together and grin at you and me and politely discuss and debate how much money they're going to take, surrounding us in our driveway or on our TV. So then they tell you in your driveway that they're going to give some of your money, a lot of your money, away to the college students who graduated down the street who didn't or won't or can't pay their college loans. They're called loans. They're thief loans. The money was taken from you and me and was taken by the government. Excuse me, I got allergies. And then given out to these students after the students were told beforehand, you must go to college or you're not going to get a good job. Told by these politicians, been saying that forever, to liberal universities. And then they get out after they take their social programs, which are worthless in the marketplace. They know that. They don't care. And then they have a lot of money that they can't pay. And, you know, the politicians, they always are trying to find ways to get these cronies to elect them and to get more money into the government. So they tell you in your driveway, we're going to take your money and we're going to give it to these graduates down the street with their worthless degrees. And by the way, I got a college loan in the late 80s, $8,000, and I had 15 years to pay it off. I paid it off in like 4.5 years, whatever. Paid it off because why? Because it was a loan that I took out. And you know what you're supposed to do with loans? Well, you're supposed to pay them back. It's pretty simple, really, right? Not these people. They think everything is due them. That's due to them. Yeah, they're due. Anyway, so yeah, they even, I mean, you know, they're victims of a capitalistic free society that says when you grow up, you actually have to get a job to pay for your own life and your own self and your own family. And they're like, no, I don't want to do that. That's unfair. There are people who have a lot of money and I want their money. These people go on these big networks and actually say that. They say that rich people should be paying for their college tuition. Imagine that. Wow. I want other people to pay for my stuff. I want my stuff free. So anyway, so these 10 thieves are surrounding you in your driveway. They've already told you that some of your money is going to go out. Oh, they have a nice little word for that too. It's called forgiveness. Yeah. They're going to forgive the loans with your money. You don't get a say in the matter, by the way. Not if these people get elected. You don't get a say. You're going to forgive that money, and you're not going to get it back. It's gone. So these people with these worthless degrees are going to be taking it. So anyway, so yeah, they're surrounding you in the driveway, and now they say, oh, and also some of your money is going to go to some folks with still some residual African DNA in their blood because their ancestors were slaves. So, or some of their ancestors, but certainly not all of them. And by the way, about 3,000 of the slaveholders in America pre-Civil War had African DNA in their blood. They were blacks. That doesn't matter. So I'm not sure how they're going to work that one out. And some of them were Indians. They were slaveholders, some of them. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to work all that out. But, you know, it doesn't matter to them. Only whites can be bad. So, yeah. So in your driveway, they tell you some of that's going to go out to some families down the block who still have some residual African DNA in their blood, even though slavery ended, if you're good at math, it ended 154 years ago in America. And then, yeah, of course, there were some Jim Crow laws, oppressive laws, just like the oppressive laws against businesses, antitrust laws, regulations, just like the oppressive taxation laws and other regulatory laws against people of all races in America. There were a bunch of oppressive laws, but there hasn't been any slavery in America for 150 years. So we're going back, how many generations is that? 7, 8 generations? Okay, yeah. So yeah, but it doesn't matter, because it's a way for these thieves to take more of your money and my money. And so yeah, they tell you in your driveway that you're going to have to pay for this. And by the way, it's whether you're black, white, Indian, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, in that driveway, they're taking your money whether you agree to it or not. So they're arguing around you with the media around how much they're going to take. And then they're having an argument about how much of your hard-earned money they're going to take away. Oh, by the way, the nice little word for that one is reparations. It's a repair. They're going to repair things. That's a nice little word for their theft. Again, their other theft. And all of this, of course, is outside the fact that they're arguing now over just how much money they're going to take away and give to losers. Welfare, Medicare, Medicaid, etc. So they're arguing over how much in taxation they're going to take away from you. Yeah, and you're dizzy at this point, I hope, because that's what they're doing on this Democratic stage. That's what they're doing in the driveway. And, of course, the last one they're going to take, and this may not apply to you and me, but their big bugaboo is rich people and in America. And so if you're not super rich, you may be at this point just kind of looking at them like, well, I guess that's not me they're going to steal all that money from. It's the people making hundreds of thousands or millions or especially billions of dollars every year. And they're going to take buku money from them, tax them possibly 70, 80, 90%, which, by the way, has been tried a couple of times previously in America, and it's suffocated the economy because whether they know it or not, or whether they care or not, and whether you know it or not, it's the rich people, the people who made a lot of money legitimately in America, who invest in businesses and keep investing in businesses so that we can have new businesses. I mean, Uber, Apple, even GM, and all of these businesses were started and continued because rich people had extra money and they put that money into those businesses to make them profitable, to make them efficient, to bring you and I great things like this microphone and other things in our lives, nice cars. So these thieves are clever. They know, just like regular thieves who don't steal old cars, they steal brand new shiny cars that you and I may have. These thieves know that they got to go after the people who don't vote for them, or very few of these who vote for them. And so they're going to steal their billions of dollars. So anyway, so they've surrounded you in the driveway. The media is taking all of it seriously and going, oh, I see. Yeah, that's a very clever thing. Oh, what do you say about this? Well, I think we should steal it this way. No, I think we should steal it this way. No, we should steal it that way. So it's just an argument over thievery. And that's what they all are. I mean, politicians, the people who gravitate to political office are some of the lowest scoundrels in the history of civilization. I mean, they're right behind murderers, preachers, and the Clintons. So they are people who gravitate towards power, and power means power over you and me. Most of them, like Bernie Sanders, the Obama, the Clintons, have never had a job, a real job. They've never been like you and me. I mean, I've had a real job for over 40 years now, real jobs. Been working my tail off like you folks. We've been working our tail off to make ends meet, to put a little money away for retirement if you're going to retire. These people are not that kind of people. Some of them were, attorneys for a while. Yeah, that's a real job, I guess. But they are predominantly people who are sinecures. They never really had jobs. And they're up there talking about workers, though you and me. They're talking about taking our money. Whether we're billionaires or thousandaires or millionaires or whatever, they're talking about taking our money. And they're talking about it in a very serious manner, as if it's something legitimate to talk about. It's not. What we have is individual rights. We have a right to keep our money, a right to our own lives. And if we start a business and become millionaires or billionaires, we have a right to that money as well. It's legitimate. We had to offer services and goods to millions of Americans. Oprah Winfrey, by the way, is a billionaire. She's worth, I don't know what now, $2.5 billion. Good for her. She was amazing. She earned every penny she got. Well, these people don't like her. They won't say it because she has African DNA in her blood. But she's a great woman. She deserves to keep every penny she earned. And so do you and I. So we need to get together and stop this. We need to understand that these thieves can no longer be thieves. Their only job is to protect you and me, to keep us safe. That's their only job. They cannot get up there and discuss thievery with us in our driveway or on a stage, grinning on a stage. And the media obviously is just as corrupt as them. That's why they take this crap seriously. Anyway, so let's put a stop to the thievery. See you next time.